Right then, here we have the Freedom upright cleaner from Hoover, powered by Airvolution technology. I believe this model is discontinued now. You can still buy the green ray version, which is in a very nauseating green colour, which has a lower wattage motor, and so it claims to be greener because it uses less energy. I don't know if any other changes were made to make it more efficient, but this model is part of the Airvolution range, which was released a few years ago. It was 3 models in total. This Freedom upright, another upright called the Slalom with a swivel neck, and a cylinder cleaner called Zarian, which I have that model, and I'll be doing a demo of that at some point. But the Freedom, to me, looks quite pure power based, which might set people's alarm bells ringing, but it does seem a little bit more robust than any pure power model. I've just noticed a bit of tape on there. I'll leave it on, I don't know why it's on. I think it was to hold the lance in place perhaps. As I say, this has been out of the box once to check it, but it's not actually been used. So we'll take you through the cleaner from bottom to top. Pretty familiar height control here. High setting, luxury carpet and cleaning tool use. Medium pile carpet. Short carpet and hard floor. And what Hoover call intensive clean, and they've got a pour. So obviously they think that's the best setting for pet hair. So intensive clean just has the brush at its lowest setting. Most people would probably leave it on that setting. We have exhaust filter here, which I don't think I can remove unless the machine's in the lower position. So here we have 3-position handle control, and if I press down, which is normally with your foot, there we are. Whoops. Hang on a minute. There we are. Need to press it once more. There we go. It's not, doesn't want to lay, it won't actually lay right flat, which is a bit awkward. Why won't it do that? Oh, this is there we are. That's a bit better. So there we have an exhaust filter behind there. Pretty simple sort of felt type filter, not a HEPA filter, not there anyway. It's just a single layer fabric. Motors in there, but again it's can't touch any metal part of the motor. It's in another plastic casing. So if we put the filter back in there and then put the filter grill back. There we go. Is that going to go in? No, so have I done something wrong? That looks correct to me. Oh, that's this. Needs to... is that it? Like I've said before in these videos, it's quite difficult to demonstrate some things if you're the demonstrator and the cameraman. You try these QVC presenters, see how they cope having to use the camera and present. There we go, right, it's in the upright position now. We have cord storage at the back. There's no sort of quick release, so you just have to take the cord off by hand. But at least the cord does enter the machine quite high up, so it's not going to be tripping you over, unlike some cleaners where the cord comes out near the bottom. Speaking of near the bottom, we have the hose that takes the dirt from the cleaning head up into the cyclonic bag bin there, and there's a push button here which will release the hose. As I say, this is all new, so it'll be all quite stiff, I expect. Come on. You know you want to. Try it with this hand, shall we? There we go. And so you can see in there, ooh, going through the time tunnel. Ooh. And if you get any blockage in there, you can just see what a good shot that is. You can see there some brushes. And then once you've unblocked it, if it does become blocked, we'll just clip it back in. There we go. That's it. Moving up the back, we've got, well, the hand grip here, which has got a sort of a rubbery grip finish. We have the hose that comes out, it goes into the handle and disappears down into the machine. Dusting brush on board, and we did have this on board, but it fell off. I might not have clicked it in correctly. Pet hair remover. There's probably a knack of doing it. Doesn't feel like it's clicked in. Oh, that's it. It has clicked in now. So there, I've shown you the cord hook at the bottom, and then we've got the rating plate. So it's Hoover model FR7183. Maximum wattage is 1800 watts. Unfortunately, again, made in PRC. Not something I like to see. I quite like seeing made in the UK, and I also like seeing made in Germany. But I don't tend to like seeing made in PRC. You have a little sticker on the side that shows you the features: the Explorer Lance, handle park, carpet height selector, and pets. Here we have the bin release, and I think if we look at the other side, it says it there too. There's the handle park. Quite useful if you want to store it in a cupboard that doesn't have so much height. What you can do is remove the handle. Again, there we are. But not the lance. Hang on a minute, let's take the lance has come off with the handle. Pop that back. Pop the lance back in position. Lance, that's a man's name, I thought. Now, there we are. You're not making it easy for me, you aren't, you silly vacuum. Oh, here we are. Oh, I thought it went the other way. Oh, have I done? Oh. Ah. Well, I've made a little error, which is easy to do when you're assembling it. That should be the other way around. So, this is the clip. Ooh, there. That's the clip that goes into here, into that little thing. But it won't go in because I put it on the wrong way. So, when it's on the right way, the handle will clip to the side of the machine and it reduces the height so you can get it into a shorter cupboard. But don't need to do that, so put it back. There's the on-off switch there, fairly high up. Not as convenient as having it on the handle. And at the front of the machine is this Explorer Lance, they call it, which is good. Now here we are, it does have a HEPA filter, so we release the bin, pressing on either two of the buttons, and then we've got the bin itself. To empty the bin, a little bit easier than Hoover's The One, you press this bin empty button, and because this is brand new, it's not got anything in it, it probably won't open, so I'll have to give it a help. There we are. Obviously after a few uses, and when there's dirt in the thing, when you do press the bin release, that door should open and the dirt should fall out. You've got access to the filter by pressing this button here, and it hinges back. So you've got a pleated HEPA filter which comes out, and there's a foam filter in there that can be washed, and you can see it's a multi-cyclonic cleaner. And out of all the bagless cleaners Hoover have produced, the Evolution type are the best of the bagless. I have used the Slalom model and I use this model another version of this, and it did stay pretty clean. You can actually take this apart as well if you want to give it a bit more of a clean. There's two clips, but again they look a bit like they could break, so I think care will be needed. So then you've got the bin here, which you can rinse if you want to keep it nice and clean. Make sure everything's dry before you put it back in the machine. And you've got the shroud piece here, which you can brush clean. You really shouldn't submerge this in water. You could undo all this and thoroughly clean it if you wanted to, providing of course it's absolutely bone dry before you assemble it again and use it in the machine. But it would be nice if manufacturers, especially Dyson, made their cyclone units easy to dismantle and clean, because a lot of muck does gather around the cyclone holes. You can see in there, and especially if you have pets, it can start to smell, and nobody likes a smelly vacuum. Now, is that in the correct way? I believe it is. And you've got at the back here useful maintenance guide there. Every 3 months, which isn't much, is it? To clean the filters every 3 months, wash them. So it does have low filter maintenance, this machine. There's even a number there if you want consumables. And something you often see on vax cleaners: don't take it back to the shop. Although by rights, if you get a faulty vacuum, it is the retailer who's legally responsible, not the manufacturer. So your first course of events would be to go back to the shop and say, here, I bought some vacuum that doesn't work properly, I want my money back. And if they try and fob you off, well, don't let them. So it's a good machine. Now, what I like about this cleaner, I believe it is noisy from what I remember. I do like the way the hose comes out. So you press the lance release button and the hose exits the cleaner from the front. Now this makes it quite stable. So you can pull the hose out, it's twisting itself. I find they tend to do that. Again, try and show you, there we are. And the hose should reach up a standard flight of 13 stairs, but when you pull on the hose, the machine pulls with you, and it shouldn't fall over. You can do a lot of jiggering about, unless you're very, very violent with your vacuum. Oh, look at that! Oh, it reminds me of primary school. I don't remember any of the rhymes though. Do you remember, people of a certain age in primary school used to get these girls, and they used to have a huge long skipping rope and a girl either end, and they used to go like that, and then you'd jump in the middle and you'd sing a rhyme, or I don't know what the rhymes were, but anyway, that's long enough. You could do that with that if you wanted. Wouldn't recommend it, but it's a good length. You like a good length, don't you? Eh? That's a good length of hose. And then you've got the Explorer lance, so you could go up high. You see, do your crevices there. Better not scratch it. Oh, it's gone out of focus. Bit of Farrow and Ball. Good paint, that. If you want decent paint on your walls, get Farrow and Ball. I can't recommend it highly enough. Now, so you've got the Explorer lance, and on the end of your Explorer lance you can pop the dusting tool, which is actually with you as you're cleaning because it's on the back of the handle. So it's a good, really, it's a good design. And just pop it in. There we are. So there you can have your dusting brush. So you know, you can do your TV, dust the top of your TV, dust your units there, dust your electronics. But you can also, you don't have to use the lance. You can take it off. You can actually fit it directly to the end. And I think that, you know, is a pretty good design. Bit of Curb Your Enthusiasm coming in there. Now that pulls out. Does pull out, you know, but as I say, I've got this between my legs, I'm holding a camera and it's not easy. And then you've got your pet brush, which again fits on. You can fit it directly to the end of the handle, or you can fit it to the end of the lance, I believe. And then you've got here your pet hair remover for doing your stairs. It's just a very nice, neat design with the tools. So I do think it's pretty well designed. So in that we go with the lance. Try and get the hose back. There we are. That's it. In you go. Make sure the lance is engaging at the bottom. Click. And that's it. Just show you the underside. I don't think the brushes on here are fantastic. They would be better. Alright, these are pure. It's pure power underneath. So I believe... oh, that was quite a bit quite stiff. They're not bad, these brushes, but compared to the old activator brush, they don't do such a good job. In fact, I have a feeling, I may be wrong, but I have an activator brush roll fitted to a Pure Power. It might actually fit this. It looks, if this is a Pure Power brush roll, and I think it is, then I should be able to really improve the performance of this machine. It does a decent job, but I think, and the brushes on here, there's quite a lot of them, and they are quite stiff, unlike the original The One, which had very soft brushes. You need some stiffness to the brushes in order for them to groom your pile and to get rid of dog hair. So there we have, and we've got the front wheels and the back wheels there. So excuse me when I get it up, as it says. So there we have it. That's the Hoover Freedom with Airvolution technology. I'm going to give it a bit of a test. Again, this time I won't put any more dirt on the carpet. This is a brand new machine. I'm going to vacuum a piece of carpet that's been vacuumed quite a lot today with various other cleaners for demonstration purposes. So we'll just go over and just see what dirt it can remove that you can't actually see. So here we go. it has really brought the carpet pile up. I am quite surprised at that. Not as noisy as I remembered. Not quiet, but not that bad. So I've cleaned this area of carpet. As I say, I've not put any extra dirt down. And it has been used quite a bit as a demo piece of carpet. Several vacuums today have gone over this patch. Thank you, Rupert, adding more dog hairs for the next demonstration. So we'll have a look, shall we, inside here. I think what I'll do, to make it easier to see the dust, if any extra dust it's gathered, we'll take that out. So, looking at the shroud, there's a lot of dust already, first time it's been used. And if we look inside here, I wasn't expecting a huge amount of dirt. Let's open the bin now. But that is old dirt in there. That's not surface dirt. That has found, I mean, to me that looks similar to the Sebo Duo P powder, which I used ages ago. And this carpet has been shampooed with a wet shampooer since, and it has that sort of look about it. It's even found some pet hair. It's caught on the fins there. So, considering this was a clean patch of carpet, it has found more dirt and dust. High in fat, low in fat, dust, and more hairs. So yes, pretty impressive. Pretty noisy, but I've heard noisier. It's a manufacturer beginning with D that makes noisier machines than that. I've heard quieter, of course. So let's pop that back. Click it in place. I'll just show you the turbo nozzle spinning while I'm at it. I won't bother demoing it. Let's just pull the lance off. Oh, we might as well pick this up, eh? Well, so yes, I will demo it. Might as well go over this bit of dirt with the turbo brush. Let's have a look. Pop it on. Oh, and my battery light's flashing, so I'll have to end this soon. Let's turn it on and clean this mess up. So, that's pretty effective. So all in all, I can't say much about the build quality. I don't know how it would survive in regular domestic use, but first impressions, it's a pretty good performer. Bit noisy, a bit heavy, but it's well designed, seems fairly well built. It's got a good cyclone system and an excellent hose, and very stable. So all in all, it seems that Hoover have actually done something right with this machine. Not perfect, but not bad. You'd probably be able to pick this up because it's discontinued. If you can pick this up for under £100, it's probably worth looking at if you don't want to spend several £100s on a new vacuum. It might be worth giving it a go. So there we are. That's the Hoover Freedom with Airvolution. I'll be back again with more videos soon, I hope. If you've enjoyed watching this one, stay tuned for more of the same, really. See you soon.